In 2015, there was a shooting at a community college in Oregon that left 10 people dead. 4chan, being the notorious messaging board, used this opportunity to frame one of its members as the shooter. This is the story of Eggman. Hey guys, so I was just cruising the internet like I always do at 3 AM when I should be sleeping, and I found this story about a guy named Eggman. The story really intrigued me, it really satisfied my need for research, and I decided that I wanted to share it with you guys. But before I do, I just wanted to say, this story is 100% true. Some parts sound really fake, but I promise you they're not. So, enjoy. Toby Reynolds, who was soon to be known as Eggman, was a 4chan user all the way back in 2004 when he went on 4chan Anime to get some anime posters for his room. Throughout the years, Toby continued using 4chan here and there on many boards, one being the Fit board that he used to get into shape after gaining weight playing World of Warcraft for hours. I relate to that sentence on a spiritual level, just putting that out there. Throughout these years, Toby never really gained any attention on 4chan. In 2012, he joined R9K, the board where beta males talking about their issues finding women was a growing and reoccurring topic. The R9K beta male stuff is actually really interesting to look at, so if you guys are curious, I suggest looking more into that. Toby, who was frustrated with his rejection-filled dating life, used R9K to vent about his problems finding a girl and to find comfort knowing that he was not the only beta male struggling out there. Throughout these years, Toby was anonymous on 4chan. No one on the site knew who he was or what he looked like, but this all changed one day. 4chan used to have ZMap posts. It was basically a website that allowed you to put your location on a map and attach your email so that people that lived near you could contact you. One day, Toby was searching through some ZMap posts when he found a girl who lived in the same town that he did. Living in a small town in the middle of nowhere, Toby saw this girl as a chance to fix his life of rejection, and he sent the girl an email. For the next few weeks, they messaged each other back and forth and eventually agreed to go on a date. According to Toby, the date was pretty smooth and uneventful, and I was happy with it for the most part. I was hopeful we would go out again for another date. But when he got home, he found out that this girl was talking trash on him with her friends, calling him an ugly loser and whatnot. This led Toby into a fit of rage over being rejected for all these years. He started posting his face all over 4chan to show everyone that he was a real beta male that couldn't get women, and he wasn't a poser like the rest. After this, Toby took a break from 4chan to deal with some mental problems. Me, every time I don't upload for a couple weeks. Toby came back to 4chan with a new screen name, Eggman. He spent his time on a board called Slut Hate. Okay. This is a board where incels would chat. Here he learned about genetics and bone structure that incels blamed for their bad luck on women, and he finally found an explained cause for his unlucky dating life. After gaining this knowledge, he made a video called The Black Pill that went viral in the community.
Here we are again. Didn't think I was gonna have to make this video again. But unfortunately, it's become apparent to me that I just haven't learned. I'm still living in fucking La La Land. Little fantasy world where everything's gonna be okay, everything's gonna get all better. Let me tell you something, buddy. It's not gonna happen.
The video is a 21-minute rant about the problems of being a genetically inferior male that has taken a toll on his life. A combination of these videos and his distinctly egg-shaped photos made Toby, or Eggman, become a huge figure on 4chan with people all over recognizing him. He continued to upload to YouTube to only gain more recognition in the community. On September 30th, an anonymous post was made to 4chan implying an attack at a school. Don't go to school tomorrow if you guys are in the Northwest. Happening thread will be posted tomorrow morning. So long, space robots. During this time, Eggman made a post to YouTube telling his viewers that he was taking a trip to Seattle.
Oh, I'm serious. I'm in Seattle right now. I'm just outside of Seattle right now. Check out, there's, outside and stuff. Seattle. Washington-y. No, but if anybody's in the Seattle area, Washington area, whatever, and want me to come like couch surf at their house or something, or whatever, yeah, just hit me up, dog. I'm gonna be here for a few days, so yeah. But yeah, it's not bait, it's not troll or whatever. Yeah, I'm out here for real, boy. I'm out here for real.
One day later, the shooting happened, killing 10 people. The timing of the threat, Eggman's trip to Seattle, and the shooting allowed 4chan to pull one of the biggest trolls. After the shooting happened, everyone was struggling to get a name of the shooter. News outlets were scouring everywhere they could to find out who was behind the attacks. 4chan used the desperation of the media to turn Eggman into the shooter by making hundreds of posts and contacting news agencies to let them know the shooter was in fact Eggman. Suddenly, all over the internet, on Twitter, Reddit, news outlets, there were posts claiming that Toby Reynolds, or Eggman, was a culprit of the shooting, and they had his famous picture at the front of the page. Meanwhile, Eggman was on the way back from his trip to Seattle when he noticed a picture of him on 4chan in a thread with 300 posts. Being somewhat of a notorious guy on the site, he didn't pay it much attention, but later, when he stopped at a rest stop, he checked his Snapchat and saw that he had 100+ new friend requests. He started accepting the request and then was flooded with hundreds upon hundreds of messages from news reporters and outlets trying to find out where he is and telling him that he is the prime suspect in a shooting. Let's just let that sink in. You're minding your own business and all of a sudden hundreds of people are messaging you telling you you're a prime suspect in a shooting. Now that's some wild stuff. Now, Toby decided the best way to deal with this situation was to post on his Snapchat story, "I'm alive, F off." I mean, I guess that's a good way to tell everyone the story's fake. Eventually, a somewhat popular NBC reporter named Tom Winter tweeted out that the accusations about Eggman were fake and the real shooter was named. All the stories had stopped about Eggman, but the damage has been done. To this day, if you search up Toby Reynolds on Google, it will autofill school shooter. I mean, at that point, I think I would change my name. But that's just me. Now you guys might be thinking, why can't Eggman sue these people for slandering his name? Well, because all these articles stated that he was the alleged shooter and they didn't really say he was the shooter directly. They did nothing wrong technically and he can't go after them. So after all this, Eggman is left with a tainted name and that's about it.
Egg!
Current time Eggman is not doing so hot. He stopped uploading to his YouTube 3 months ago due to his addiction to alcohol that made him spiral out of control. He is still having troubles getting a job. Who could blame him? Women are still a problem and he's finding himself laying in bed depressed, living off the last of his YouTube money. His main channel got terminated for what looks to be false flags and he doesn't seem to have much left. But where there's an egg, there's a way. The past few weeks Eggman has been turning it around. He's gotten into music. I mean, it's not my first choice of music, but I kinda like it. He has a documentary being made about him, and he's hoping to return to YouTube one day to continue making videos. I'm rooting for you, Eggy. Anyways, that is the story of Eggman. I hope you guys enjoyed. I want to personally thank Toby because this boy was one of the most helpful people I have ever dealt with when it comes to finding information. So I'm going to leave his Twitter in the description. Also, join the Discord. It's really gay. Literally. I came back one day and everyone had turned gay. I don't know how it happened, but if you want to be gay or if you are gay, come on in. Like and subscribe if you guys enjoyed the video and I'll see you guys later. Bye.